especially the Acolytes.
Yeah, and Sludge Belcher and stuff's annoying to get through. I could definitely see keeping it. And then Despite I would keep as the warrior, but I wouldn't keep any of the other cards. Not really a reason to.
Okay. Well, actually, I think those were the cards he mulliganed into. He tossed away a few, and that's what he got.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Right.
Just, I zoned out.
But if he had the choice to, I guess he would do that for sure.
Yeah. It's a good hand for Paladin, though. Shredder, Belcher. You just don't want the reactive cards early.
Yeah.
Yeah, even drawing Dr. Boom this early, that's fine. Because you can hero power, right? Like, you don't need to draw a juggler early and stuff.
You still can do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, you know, he has 2 Death Spite to start clearing it up with the hero power, so that's always nice. It won't get way out of control.
It's so awkward, though. Are you going to coin a Despite and then just, like, attack a 1-1 or attack phase? That feels so bad. Despite's good when you're, like, killing something with the charges on top of the Whirlwind effect. But if you're playing a 4-mana Whirlwind effect...
Well, 8 damage to the face, I guess.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It almost feels like you have to, though, because the closer you get to Quartermaster, you know, you end up regretting not doing it.
Yeah. It seems like the threat of that card is more powerful than the card itself. Because if it's forcing plays like this, and you just don't have the Quartermaster...
It's like, well, now you get to play, you have another deck or card in your deck, and then you don't get Quartermaster in the bad situations because everyone keeps destroying your 1/1s.
Mm-hmm. Just considering playing Shredder, it would basically be a 4-mana random 2-drop because he knows that it'll get attacked. So
Patient Assassin.
All he's really getting is a Death Rattle. Patient Assassin, the dream.
If it's Patient Assassin, you're paying for dinner tonight.
Wow. All right.
Do you want to make a call? Because I'll pay for dinner if you make the right call.
River Crocolisk.
Oh my god,
The
so
People's
boring.
Champion.
The People's Champion? No way.
What's one more games in tournaments, River Crocolisk or Patient Assassin? You tell me.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
I got the stats right.
Oh my god.
That is pretty sick. He's like visibly upset.
That's like the worst outcome.
Oh, a 4th weapon. Was that good against Snow Chugger?
Oh, and what's worse is that it can't, like, remove it with the weapon. He just has to bite the bullet. Like, this one, he has to just accept.
Before they patched it, it didn't even used to freeze somebody. If it hit through armor, like if a water elemental hit you and it only took away armor, you wouldn't get frozen.
Yeah.
Which made some sense. But, yeah, they buffed all the freeze cards. Snow Chugger getting buffed before release.
Yeah.
Crushing Warrior Dreams right now.
Did you see the picture of Crip in the Snow Chugger hat?
No, there's a Snow Chugger hat.
Crip has a shirt that he released for his fans that had him wearing a Snow Chugger.
Wow.
I don't think it's a hat, actually. I think it just fully merged onto his head.
Oh.
I was thinking about getting...
That's very festive.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, man. Do you have to execute the Snow Chugger? You're not getting anything done with that Snow Chugger out and 4 weapons and a core out. That is so unfortunate, yet hilarious. And now it's like Dr. Boom comes out.
Oh, he's got the Despite for that at least.
That's true. Actually, he has Big Game Hunter too. Okay, not as bad as we thought it would be.
Playing Dr. Boom would actually be pretty bad for the Paladin here, honestly. Even just like another Execute would have a clean clear. I think you might just hero power or play the Peacekeeper without the battle cry.
Just too tempting.
Ooh.
It's just too tempting otherwise. Alright, maybe this is Warriors climb back into the game.
Definitely. Oh, this Acolyte is going to be insane. Imagine if the bomb hits it for 1.
1 each. Oh. Okay, here's the first one. Alright. Well, it's still a champion.
Well, BGH still insane.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Feels like people are starting to really be able to play around Dr. Boom pretty well now. Or just Big Game Hunter is just so common in every deck now.
I just really like seeing Karen get played so much now. Such a strong card here. Obviously, this is the best matchup for Karen, but still. So the only clean way to deal with that here is like Gorehowl or Rag, but you don't really want to play Gorehowl while you have other weapons in your hand.
Right.
So do you just play Ragnaros? I mean, it's a little greedy, but you just saw BGH. He's ahead on board, so you're not too worried about equality. I would play Rag, I think, even though it's
Feels like there's just such a low chance for it to do something useful, though, because if it hits the one more face, it doesn't really matter.
I think it's fine if it hits face. Because he can't ignore it, right?
That's true.
It's more about just putting something in play that he can't ignore.
Putting him at 15 health does seem rather negligible, though. Oh, man. Just realized there's a Harrison Jones, too, and there's 2 forms to gain weapons here as a Paladin. Dangerous, dangerous stuff.
I mean,
Wait,
the Warrior,
hold on. How much damage does he have?
the Warrior is so low. You can't, you don't have time to Harrison, I don't think. So yeah, you just, wow, really? No True Silver. That's surprising.
I guess it's like an Alex Straza thing. What if he has Alex Straza?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Baron Geddon.
It's in the wrong class, man.
Don't make me laugh too much, man. My chest hurts. Well, don't not talk.
Oh, you hurt my feelings, man. You're mocking my Baron Geddon and Paladin.
No, I'm not trying.
All right. Yeah, Warrior's up on a lot of cards, but this is kind of what happens when you play Gorehowl while you still have other weapons in hand. Those War Axes are going to be dead cards for a while to come. Very clunky hand from Warrior, but oh jeez. Maybe there's some way to come back. PhoneTap isn't playing too aggressively here.
Yeah, it's pretty slow.
Muster for battle. I mean, Harrison's has a good shot at drawing Brawl if you need it. All right,
He
here we
seems
go.
really intent on slow playing this too.
Yeah, I'm really surprised by this.
Baron Geddon, like Baron Geddon alone, might just sweep this board and seize control.
I think you attack face with the Gorehowl as well.
Just deny Harrison value.
Just to start axing him in the face.
Alright.
Ask him a question every turn.
Made to fit.
Puns of damage.
Yeah. I think you attack a 1/1 as well to gain an armor instead of dealing 2.
Right. I like holding on to the Goro. Just because even if he Harrisons, you still have other weapons, and if you draw Alex Straza, you can attack with it over turns and heal back up. Wow, well, that's a pretty inconvenient time to get the Quartermaster, considering that he just uses Muster for Battle, but he has another one too. And might I add, that golden Muster for Battle is pretty sick.
It is.
Really pretty art. I was thinking about getting it framed.
Muster for battle. Huh.
Yeah, or Demon Heart.
Demon Heart, I like the art.
That
of Demon
art
Heart
is
a lot.
pretty
Yeah.
awesome. But Muster for Battle, I like that art because that's the pose I take whenever I beat Hunter on ladder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I slide across the kitchen floor.
Reporting for duty.
I just kind of smirk in a very smug way.
And an explosion happens behind me too, just like that. Well, you do that to a lot of things, man.
That's just, yeah, it's just the best face.
Well, when it's the only face you do.
Exactly.
Ysera picking up Laughing Sister. Doesn't seem to be much. Just that Ysera is just one of these insane card advantage cards. Or minions, rather. And one of the ways that Warriors can be really competitive against Paladin is the way that they can keep up in the card count. In the past, they had to expend so many resources to destroy non-cards like the tokens. And then they would just naturally have a deficit in the cards. But now it seems like Warrior's in a really nice spot here. As long as Paladin just doesn't kill him.
Every time I see equality get played, laugh at how broken Hunter used to be.
Reporting for duty.
Compare that
Like
card to
Hunter's
Hunter's Mark. Yeah. It's just like sometimes the quality is worse.
Yeah.
And it's like the best Paladin card.
All right. Well, this is trouble time. He needs brawl. No, that's not brawl.
Sludge Fudge. Is that gonna do anything? We can see. I don't think he's dead yet. Laughing Sister here is actually good. Lets him play a minion while armoring.
I think he might be dead.
With Consecrate, probably.
Yeah. So if you attack 3, 7. Yeah, I think that's
Extremely
it.
dead.
Oh, well, Ironbeak Owl guarantees that too.
Ironbeak Owl saves PhoneTap from having to do some math.
Well played.
All right, so that's gonna do it for game number 1, and we're gonna go to the Handlock versus Zoo, followed by Druid versus Druid, and PhoneTap's getting the early game lead here.
It's the first time we'll see this matchup today. Handlock versus Zoo.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite decks doing degenerate warlocky things to each other. See who wins. In tournament play, I've seen Zoo actually beating Handlock more than...
Grab the advantage first. And there are owls in this Warlock deck, which is important because there used to be no way to get past those Moltons once you cut them. You had to use Power Overwhelming to brute force it, or get really lucky on your implosions and juggles.
I still think it's wrong to keep it. Like, you wouldn't play an owl until like turn 7.
No, until you're pushing for the final bits of damage, right?
Yeah. It's like keeping Ancient of Lore as the Druid against Handlock. It doesn't make sense.
Is it a... maybe it's a mulligan thing. Maybe
Oh,
he
yeah.
did switch it out, too. I
Yeah,
don't know.
definitely it might have bugged out. But I would, yeah, as Cole, I think I would keep the Watcher and the Owl. Go for the turn 1 Watcher, turn 2, see what
Oh.
happens.
Actually, he did keep the owl. Look at his, look at the reflection on his eyeglasses.
Wow. Okay, Sherlock. I hadn't,
The science of deduction. I'm not a psychopath. I'm a high-functioning sociopath.
exactly. Rodan can tell ColeMTG's age, profession, and what he ate for lunch.
His marital status, his
Yeah.
history, his
Just from the reflection on his glasses. Alright.
great series. So good. I highly recommend anyone to go watch Sherlock. The
Which
BBC
one?
version.
There's so many good ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Elementary's okay.
It's fine. Yeah, Lucy Liu. The writing is, if you ignore all the exposition, it's not.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely an interesting take, but I definitely preferred the BBC.
Yeah, yeah. BBC's way better. I agree. It has it's Bilbo. Before he was Bilbo. What's the actor's name?
Who's Bilbo?
Bill. Okay, in The Hobbit,
Yeah.
the actor.
Who plays Bilbo?
He's Watson, isn't he?
Oh, Martin Freeman? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't pair 2 and 2 together. He is pretty short, too.
Oh, okay.
People used to call me like a hobbit, too. Hence my name.
Oh.
Did
But
you never paired that together?
Frodan?
Yeah.
I thought it was like Afro or something.
Why would I don't have an afro.
Maybe you did at some point in time. I don't know. Told me you're from Jersey or something. I don't know. Or Afro's a Jersey thing. I'm a very ignorant person, Dan. I'm sorry.
No.
I don't know a lot about anything.
All right,
to be
man.
fair.
We're gonna get dinner and sit down with like an atlas or something.
Oh, please.
Learn about the world.
Yeah. Last time I did this, I figured out.
Expand your American mind right now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this early game actually has been pretty peaceful for Handlock. Not too much early game rush and disruption.
Owl's gonna come down here, I think. Just trade off with the 2/3. Actually got rewarded for keeping it. If that was a mountain giant, it would be a completely different story. Well, I mean, anytime Handlock is in a position like this, it's a pretty good sign for the deck. That Molten Giant's going to mean that Zoo just can't really get him below 15 ever without getting heavily punished for it, so...
Right, and the longer the game goes to, the more mana they have. Because a lot of times, if you can rush them down to the Molten Giant range, they don't have enough mana to, like, do everything.
Yeah.
They can play a Molten Giant and, like, one taunt, but they can't clear the board while doing it. As a result, sometimes it doesn't matter.
And usually you can like punch through the first Molten Giant too. It's just a matter of
Oh,
jeez.
it's a pretty important draw.
If they have like both Moltens and a taunt, you can't win though.
Right.
Yeah, from this position, I mean, I think Handlock has like a 95% chance to win or something. Unless I'm completely misunderstanding this board, which yeah, I think it's like 95%. So many things have to go right for Zoo in order to come back from this point. I guess at this stage you play, yeah, I like Life Tap here actually. Harvest Golem and then Abusive. Trade the Undertaker. I mean, you could hold Abusive, maybe use it to punch through a minion later.
Yeah, I like keeping some of the buffs too, but you have Dark Iron Dwarf already for that.
Oh, that's a good draw.
That's a great draw. I mean, you have some really good back-to-back plays here, and you even have heal and taunt for the next next couple turns.
Can't do both at the same time though. I wonder if that'll come up. Alright, I guess it's dwarf time.
Do you acknowledge Sylvanas at all, or do you?
No, you have to go face. I mean, you're so far behind at this point.
Yeah.
And you are sitting on a decent amount of damage.
8 damage, put him down to 10. You have a really very expansive board.
I wonder.
You do enable free Molten Giants though. It's a Life Tap.
Okay, so he's gonna play around Molten Giant for one other turn. 14. Just outside of defender range, and that is gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Tough to really say what to do here. Handlock has a million options. Shadow Flaming the Sylvanas will get you with a it'll leave a 1 health minion over on your side of the table. But honestly, all the options here are very bad for Cole. Huh. That's really surprising. This is a case where like Earthring Farseer would be much better than Antique Healbot, for
Right,
example.
so you can fill the curve of mana.
Yeah.
You think it's bad just to drop the Antique Healbot?
No, I think that play is definitely has merit.
Because 22 is still reasonable to not die. I mean, it's just wild to think if he can kill you from 22, it's like God bless. He would need like 2 power overwhelmings and a Doom Guard.
I think you have to save your defender for the Molten, so I wouldn't play this if anything.
Unless he plans on using his Molten as like the free Shadow Flame and then something else.
Honestly, the play probably is Shadow Flame here.
My seal for Argon.
See, this is no different than Shadow Flame, I think, but just a little bit worse. Because now you don't have a taunt, and he's going to have slightly more stuff in play. Unless I'm misunderstanding this. I think it's how it works.
Okay, well, either way, it's important to calculate what you have here. Oh wow, actually, their spare pipe might actually come into play as well.
Yeah, I can't think of one that comes up though.
Maybe switching the Doom Guard damage.
Could you lethal here maybe?
So if you attack
No, 1 short.
with this, and then give him a 1/1, you have 4 plus that, and you have 1 damage short. I mean, it's pretty stinking close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you gotta go for... Ooh,
Yeah, that could
nice.
be good.
it's pretty good.
There's only the Shadow Flame for
Uh-oh,
AoE.
he's gotta trade and play the new... running out of
Does he have the time? That's a big deal. That protects him from Shadow Flame.
Okay.
So they missed 2 damage from Harvest Golem, but that's it.
Ah, dude, play around Molten Giant.
Yeah. That 2 life, that's what's stopping him from playing Molten Giant right here.
Stop making me laugh, man. My chest hurts.
Can't help it, Dan. Just my cheery disposition comes off on people.
Your charisma is off the charts today, Raynette.
They like that. Well,
so
the Shadow Flame doesn't even reduce damage here. It's
well, it does actually. If you Dark Bomb the egg,
yeah, okay.
and then you Shadow Flame, you can even tap while doing it.
I think I like just Antique Healbot Giant. I think it's just a lot better.
That feels pretty good too. You get a reasonable health 18. Ooh, Jiraxis for heal is not bad too if he drops you even lower.
Yeah. It's actually insane how much Healbot heals for. I mean, 8 life is a lot.
A third of the health. Do you think we'll ever see anything that heals more than that, just raw? Because like Healing Touch also matches it too.
Tree of Life. I don't know.
I guess, but Tree of Life is... It can also restore like 1 health. Or
Yeah,
no
that's
health.
True. Yeah, I guess. Maybe there might be something that restores like 20. I'm sure it'll be a Paladin card.
Not a priest?
Never a priest. They're afraid of the Akanai synergy, man.
That's
Look
true.
at Holy Light.
Oh, that's actually really... That was like one of the card combinations, right? With Greater Heal. It used to be a card that said heal 2 for each card you're holding.
Yeah, in your hand, I think is what
And
it
then what
was.
happens is you used to like nuke that with
But it wasn't even that good, but people thought it was, and they
Right.
just nerfed it. Like the old Savagery. I don't even think that was OP.
Oh, come on. It was definitely quite
It's like a 3-card combo to Blade Flurry someone. Who cares?
It was pretty sick, though, when it happened. Just go back and watch the old Crypt vs. Rekful games and you just see how stupid Savagery was.
I'm sure that was...
He also would Starfall face.
Yeah. I'm
Good
sure it
old
was
man.
very indicative of the best decks in the game at that time.
Alright, well, that's
Clear.
a board clear
Yeah,
with Lotheb.
definitely gotta go for that.
And you even shut down a spell, too, which is nice. So,
No,
I feel
no
like
spare
Hamlock's
parts.
just going to run away with this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Doomguard's gonna come down, and then that Sun Fury's gonna lock it up, whether that's with Ragnaros or Dr. Boom, doesn't really matter. Probably Dr. Boom, so you have 2 taunts.
Okay. Tap before Doomguard ends up working out okay. I was scared it would go the opposite way of not working out well. But
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess it's just strictly better to do it after, isn't it?
yeah. Unless you were planning to not play Doomguard.
Oh, so he actually didn't go face, decided to kill the minion instead.
Huh.
I like that. It protects the Leper Gnome and the Direwolf.
Right.
Might come up. Definitely gonna see.
Probably come up here.
Whoa, what is this? Really?
Ragnaros and Dark Bomb.
You definitely Dr. Boom and Sun Fury. You can't lose from that point, I think.
Right. There's just too much.
Oh, he's
Well, I
not
guess
gonna-
Dark Bomb reduces damage enough too.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that instead of Sun Fury. Alright, well.
Tap Big Game Hunter. Not quite.
This is the point of the game where we go face a lot.
Well, every time. Although you might die on the backswing, realistically speaking.
Yeah, all of the options for Zoo here are pretty awkward. You can trade off with Dr. Boom, use an Abusive Sergeant, but then Boom bots are going to wreck your entire board and you lose. I think the only way that you can imagine a combination of cards in Handlock's hand right now that wins you the game involves going face. That's the only way you can win. He has to have like no taunts, no life gain, no burst. So yeah.
Okay, well I think he's got this.
Yeah, it looks very good for Cole here.
Ooh, maximum overkill. I think it's time that PhoneTap faces Jiraxis. Oh. I guess if you taunt it up, it's fine too with Ragnaros.
Eridar, Lord of the RNG Legion. He's not going to go with that one, though.
Oh, that was a Maz. Oh, Doomguard number 2, but that's not gonna be enough. Because Doomguard, you need to tap into Implosion here. Oh no, you can't. You don't have enough mana.
Oh man. Well, that's game.
Right here. Swagneros. So that does it for game 2. Looks like we're gonna have an even series.
Yeah. Bit of fire, bit of caps lock. Draxus and Ragnaros take it. Okay. Next game's gonna be Druid Mirror, I think. Not sure which Druid decks though.
Yeah. I think it's the one was ramp and one was mid range.
Oh yeah, one of them was playing Ancient of Wars.
Yeah. That makes it a lot harder.
African American Knight, man. Let's keep it PC. It's
the red Corvette.
He's even keeping it too. Well, he's probably keeping it.
Oh,
he should, I think.
2 Black Knights.
Not so good against aggro Druid, actually. You almost never see taunts in the more aggressive lists. Druid of the Claw sometimes, but even then, he's going to be playing around Black Knight most likely here. So, Wild Growth versus... We're not quite sure what draw PhoneTap has just yet. Here we go. Okay, I like that keep. Turn 2 Shredder. Oh, turn 1. Shade.
Turn 1 Shade. Well, it messes up the curve, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, using Innervate anywhere in this curve messes it up, honestly. Turn 2, it's probably the best. Yeah. Alright. A lot of opportunity cost in not playing turn 1 Shade, though. For sure. You don't get those +1s.
Yeah, especially if you're the aggressor.
Turn 3 Sludge Belcher, though. That's a great draw. That's going to shut down Piloted Shredder pretty hard.
And deny the Shaded Next Ramus from doing anything he wants for a while, too.
Yeah. Natural Predator, 4/3s. Alright.
Innervate?
Is it the Patient Assassin Dream?
No, I was expecting Innervate to Innervate Black Knight. That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
The Patient Assassin Dream. And you think it's River Crocolisk?
This time I'm feeling Novice Engineer.
Alright. We're both guessing 1/1s in
Yeah.
our own right. I'm definitely digging the Patient Assassin, though.
Doesn't even check first. What if it was Spell Power?
Yeah,
Missed the Mana Addict buff.
that is true. That is the misplay. Alright, you can snipe this Shaded Next Ramus.
Yeah, you have to, I think.
Pretty much what you're going to be doing this turn, because that thing represents too much of a threat.
Definitely going to see a... Well, not definitely, but I would play Druid of the Cloud Charge here.
Oh man, if he does it, he is gonna get punished with a capital P.
Where shall I strike?
Okay.
There we
The
go.
charge was almost a foregone conclusion, based off the 2 force sitting there.
Alright, Swipe's going to clean it up, and then turn 7 Ysera is going to contest whatever PhoneTap ends up playing on his turn 6. Probably just a Loatheb. This looks pretty good for Cole, honestly, because of the Innervate Ysera.
Well, then you can't Innervate Ysera if he plays Loatheb. So your turn 7 gets disrupted.
Well, no, I'm saying this turn you swipe.
Right.
Cole would swipe this turn, and then PhoneTap would play Loatheb.
Right, and then you said, and then he.
Oh, okay,
you
okay, yeah,
You can't Innervate the
Yeah, I'm dumb.
Ysera.
You're right.
Which would be a problem, but looks like he's avoiding that. Trying to use minion interaction to answer it. Time to return the favor, too. Alright. Time for Sludge Belcher to go packing.
Yeah. Black Knight comes down. Not much else you can do here. Hopefully, double swipe can clear the board next turn. The only issue here is that Cole has taken a ton of damage. He's going to be in combo range for most of this game, probably.
Yeah. Assuming PhoneTap even gets it, but it'll be one of those scenarios where PhoneTap doesn't necessarily even need to, because Cole might play around the combo for a long time.
Definitely draw 2 cards here.
Mana Addict has been so helpful too. Just sitting there's a 1/3. Intimidatingly.
Now everyone's got swipes.
So you want to leverage the swipe at all? Or put out Ysera? So you worried about dying?
Probably 1 swipe and a piloted shredder is pretty good here.
Seems to be a strong compromise.
What about double swipe, double innervate, just to save the front half of your shredder?
I mean, you have Ysera to refill your hand. Druid can't deal with it easily. Ship's cannon.
Oh man!
Wait.
Shredder gets a pirate.
I have a question. If the pilot shredder summons like a Bloodsail Raider, does it do 2 damage?
I think so.
No way. Seriously?
There's no other pirate generating card in the game, but I think so.
No
I
way.
have to read Ship's Cannon.
That's rad.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to find out if that is the case, because the Wrath is going to Wrath for 1, and then you innervate Ysera.
Ooh. Or swipe, double innervate Cairn. That's probably better. The world may never know, Dan.
No, I think the world's about to know.
Come on, show us a pirate.
Pirate!
It looked like
Crossbow's
one for a second.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, PhoneTap's got a lot of cards.
He's got a Black Knight target. Good for him.
About time.
This is...
Yeah, but he's got to deal with Ysera first.
Yeah, there's no dealing with a 4/12 as Druid. Definitely one of the better plays in the mirror match for sure. If you can play it and not be dead. Just the stats on it are so insurmountable for Druid. Unless you're playing something weird like Recycle or Naturalize, which most decks aren't.
Right.
Silence does come down though, so he's not going to be completely buried in card advantage. But Emerald Drake is going to come down without a single big game hunter in PhoneTap's hand.
Are you worried about dying to combo at all?
As Cole?
Yep.
Yeah, might as. I mean, you're so far ahead, you might as well.
Might as well be super diligent.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. PhoneTap actually has 2 Savage Roars and an Innervate. So
That's
if
a ton of
he's on a
damage.
Force of Nature draw to do 22 at least.
Yeah. And then Alex Straza can help deal a bit of damage as well.
Oh yeah, you're right. In fact, if Force of Nature gets drawn,
That's lethal. That's a good odds on that too. It's
Yeah.
probably 2 Force of Natures and very few cards. It doesn't hit. No way to draw a card here.
well, he's got a way to draw, but no way to draw it without costing him the kill.
Yeah. Man, is it time for... Oh, you could put...
You're afraid of dying yourself. 4, 6, 8, 12, 19 damage on the board.
I think you have to Azure Drake swipe. You have to play defensive like that.
Yeah, you could do that. But even then, Azure Drake Swipe doesn't clear everything.
That gives you a chance of drawing big game hunter. No other play clears everything either.
2 swipes actually does help clear some of these minions, though. Because you can hero power down the 2-1. The ship's cannon.
I suppose. And I guess, yeah, you might as well just make the most defensive play since Force of Nature is going to be lethal either way.
Right. So you... Oh, man.
It's an important pickup.
It is, but it also isn't. Because Black Knight is sitting on the other end. Ready to crush Sunwalker.
He only needs to live one more turn,
With
though.
his really bad breath. Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
I would innervate the hero power here.
And just to get to 14, so that way next turn you'd be at 15?
No, just because I don't think innervate's going to do more than 1 damage. You might as well cash it in right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you had the opportunity. And honestly, it might make the difference between... I guess in this case, it
Well,
won't make the difference.
I like it for purposes to put yourself at 14 health, so next turn you'd be at 15 health.
Yeah, that's nice
So,
too.
yeah, that's what I thought you were originally suggesting. I was like, you know what, Rayned, that's really smart.
Well, I was doing it, but
Yeah.
my reason was a lot more simplistic, I guess.
None.
Too lazy to do math.
Oh boy.
Yeah, pretty insane. That Black Knight that he kept in his opening hand, finally paying off, and then Ancient War happens.
He's pretty close to killing him too.
Whoa,
Really
whoa, whoa.
close.
Why is he putting damage on that guy?
He's ready to use both swipes and both wraths.
Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense then.
And he's just removing bodies. I guess, does he want to kill off Black Knight here? It's the combo.
Yeah, that's the question. He's doing some math. He'd go to 10. And 6. Yeah, either way, you don't die to the combo, so. Or actually, do you?
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
it's 20 damage, right? And you'll be at 24, basically.
Well, it's 20 damage, but even more simplistically, Ancient of War will absorb 10.
Yeah, you're at 24.
Okay, well I was going to count by the 13 health.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alright, going in for one. And, looks very good for ramp here. Black Knight's already been played. Innervate's been played, so there's no more Force of Nature draw.
Panda. Oh, it is a Wrath. Okay. We've seen a lot of Wraths this game, so I assumed maybe one player does have both Wraths played, but the other one doesn't.
I'm surprised that PhoneTap used his Innervate last turn. I mean, did he need to do that? That eliminated his Force of Nature out. I mean, he wouldn't have hit it, so it didn't end up mattering, but...
Well, it allowed him to play his Innervate while doing the Drake and the Black Knight. So it was his best play, I guess, available. Otherwise, he would have played Big Game Hunter. There it is.
Oh man, one card away. So is there a way to survive here?
If you put your Druid of the Claw in taunt mode, how much damage does that absorb? Is 6. No, you die still if you do that. What if you Druid of the Claw Savage Roar? No, you still die. I guess he's dead.
Well, that'll do.
That
only
Nation
could-
of War is just too big.
Yeah. If only he could Savage Roar the other guy's creatures.
Ah, and then Big Game Hunter it. Well, it looks like that's going to do it, and Cole will take game 3, getting 1 game away from moving on to Saturday's main matches. And you know what? It's cool that he's doing his own thing too, his own Druid deck. That's ramp style. I love some KT action. KT is one of my favorite legendary cards for sure.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the blind pick stage. So, 2 Warlocks, 2 Druids, a Paladin, and the Wild Growth. It's hard because I know Wrath was a really important card for a long time for Druid. Old habits die hard. Some people feel like they have to keep Wrath just for early game options. If they have a Knife Juggler out, it's like you just want to.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, with this particular hand, I think you're just gonna...
Oh, I think that was the hand you mulliganed into, probably.
Oh, okay.
And look, there is a Knife Juggler, so the Wrath might even pay off.
Oh.
Oh my.
That's a big deal.
So coin Wild Growth into Wild Growth actually has...
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe he didn't do that. Yeah, before that draw, his plan was going to be to save coin, play turn 2 Wild Growth, and on turn 3, play coin Druid of the Claw. Now... Well, now it's going to be Keeper, I guess, and that Wild Growth is going to kind of sit in hand until turn 10. He decided he doesn't need the extra mana, he's just going to use it for the card later on in the game. Which definitely might come up. I mean, I'm sure it's a slower matchup.
Is it a slower matchup though sometimes? I mean, Paladin, like you said, can be the bully based off tempo. I feel like there's nothing the Paladin deck can't play style-wise. Depends on how you build the deck.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
There's just so much flexibility.
Yeah, most Paladin decks at this point are running the equality combo. They're running an Owl. They're running Sludge Belcher. They have like a... So many of the cards are just built around slowing the game down that... Paladin can have those more aggressive draws, but they're usually not going to deal the full 30. They're going to deal like maybe 20 damage and then make your opponent play in a more awkward way than they want.
Yeah, this is pretty unfortunate for PhoneTap. He didn't have a turn 4 play here.
Yeah, definitely not what you want to see.
Well, I mean, he does have a turn 4 play, but it's with Consecration on a 1-target minion, he's just playing for the board position here.
Yeah, I'm surprised he did that rather than
just hero power.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess with 2 Consecrations, he needs it a lot less, but I mean, I identify a lot with you.
Alright, Drew the clock comes down. Belcher to match it. It's pretty
Cross your
crazy.
fingers for no Black Knight.
Yeah. It's just crazy that a neutral 5-drop taunt is better than the Druid 5-drop taunt.
Well, I mean, sometimes. Most of the time. Sometimes it's not.
Yeah, that's true. The charge definitely is a big deal in a lot of games.
Yeah. Not to mention, the 6 health is actually pretty clutch nowadays.
Yeah, that's
because everyone got used to 5 health being the standard, so a lot of 5/5 minions are great. And then Druid the Claw actually stands pretty tall against it now.
I would like to see a Wrath last turn instead of hero power. That ramp hand is looking a little bit...
Ooh. Oh man, that was 1 turn away from devastation.
I guess you can use Wrath now, along with the hero power, and take that out.
Innervate. Actually, you can't really... I guess you Wild Growth, you have nothing else to do, or do you save that for the card draw?
I think you just save it for card draw at this point. So much of that hand doesn't do anything. Oh man, there's the muster. 1 turn away if he has Quartermaster next turn. That's
right.
Gonna do a lot of work.
Oh man, Harrison Jones. And he can't even attack! Oh. He does attack. Oh, that's so painful.
That fixes the lack of cards problem.
Oh no. Harrison. Alright, who's a bigger thief in Hearthstone? Harrison or Black Knight?
I don't like to perpetuate stereotypes, Ronan.
But you need to answer me in
Harrison
text-to-speech voice.
Harrison. Harrison.
Hello, Reynard.
And that's the last time I was ever allowed to cast. Harrison definitely. I feel offended when someone Harrisons me. You know, it feels like an affront to me as a person.
Okay.
It's just rude. You know.
So, but what about when they Black Knight? Especially if
I'm
they
just
emote
sad.
sorry before.
I'm just sad. I just
okay.
concede.
But you're angry after Harrison.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh man, this is so much damage. Oh, wow, that respect. For Quartermaster, look at that respect.
Yeah. See what I mean? It's the best card to not have in your hand.
Oh my god.
You get a lot of value out of Bolvar from having him sit in your hand and doing nothing. But Quartermaster, oh man, he's at his best when he's in your deck. All your hero power tokens have taunt.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Summon a 1/1 with taunt. Yeah. Well, I have to imagine that like Druid is just starting to really run away with this game here.
I mean, Paladin's playing stuff like Anti-Keelbot, Owl, Consecrate. It's just like all those cards are so reactive, and Druid's going to draw a million. I mean, it'll be a long while before it can deal the 20 damage, I imagine, but...
Are you sure?
Slowly but surely, Druid will whittle away at these
It's almost as soon
tokens.
as 2 turns, I think, though, because just look at the minion quality. He's going to start taking a lot of damage soon with this, just as simple as his Ancient of Lore.
That's true. There is a heal bot,
or,
though.
I guess he could kill that with the Druid Claw. He has to juggle twice perfectly.
Yeah, he could have just used a Consecrate, but he's opting to do it this way instead. Go for the 25%. Oh man, 50.
Well flipped.
Yeah. Well, is it KT o'clock? I think it is.
You have 13 mana, so you can kill with the Zod.
Yeah, Innervate Keeper.
Yeah.
Soldiers of the cold dark.
Actually, yeah, hero power is better
Well,
because
there's nothing really worth it.
he's not gonna equality this already. No reason to commit more.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, in this scenario, he's gonna have to silence.
This is a mistake, I think, from the Paladin player. I think the play here is to just hero power and hope to draw quality. Because you still have to equality the 6/8, whether it has its ability or not, and it's not like he was about to get value out of that ability. So he kind of just tossed away an owl for no reason. Your out is like drawing equality into lay on hands into all perfects for the rest of the game.
Like Tyrion.
Yeah, and Druid misplays a few times. But not a big deal.
Not a big deal because I don't think this game's gonna go on much longer.
Yeah, honestly, owl or no owl, there's no way to win this game. It's as the Paladin, it's Druid is just so far ahead here. Cole's already up in the series. He can taste the Saturday playoffs or whatever they're called. I don't know.
Yeah, the match day. That's what it's called.
Match day. There we go.
He can taste it from all the way from wherever he's sitting. He's going to be going to the round of 8 tomorrow to join Savitz, Strife Crow, and Amaz are 3 invites.
I've heard of those guys.
Yeah, they're pretty well-known dudes. And then, of course, we have returners like Hype, who plays second, like Zalay, who also made it to the semifinals. That's going to be happening. And it looks like Cole is not going to get stopped. PhoneTap came very close, 1 round away, but unfortunately, I really don't see him winning from this position. Even though Paladins pulled some weird victories already today, I don't see it happening again.
Yes, this is the fun part of watching Ramp Druid go through the motions. Let me play 1 minion at a time, trying to not get equality too badly. Alright, Sarah, I like it. Paladin only has 1 card, so he knows that he has to top deck the other half of the combo. I don't think we've seen an equality yet, so I'm sure we'll see that before the game's over.
It still could be an equality combination. Even then, would you want to kill off Garen? So that way your equality is much stronger.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Alright. So, silence. How much damage is this? 6, 10, 14, 19, 20, 22 with the Keeper.
No, it's only 20 because you need the Keeper to silence.
Oh, you're right.
But it's
oh, Black Knight. Man.
Yeah, alright. I like it. Ending the game quickly. Alright, getting in for 10. So this is the point where equality is going to get drawn. Hopefully he gets Emerald Drake off this, so it ends just a little bit faster.
I have a feeling it's going to be like Dream.
Oh, I like Shredder here.
Oh, man. I really hope he draws equality now so we can finally settle this bet of what this Power Shredder is going to be.
My money's on Unstable Ghoul now. Oh.
Well, I guess we're not going to find out.
Couldn't even kill it for us first.
Nah, I definitely would have killed it for the Doomsayer. Oh, that's right. He could have killed it for the Doomsayer. Huh. Alright, well, I guess at that point, PhoneTap just was very morally defeated. And that's going to be it for our open finals.
Yeah, Shiv was 1 mana, Headcrack was 2 mana.
Right.
Druid was still the best class, though.
Right, because of spell power and stuff.
Nah, Wrath could go to face. Starfall could go to face.
Yeah.
Spell power didn't matter.
Dude, the spell powered builds were insane, though, you have to admit.
Yeah, They
were crazy. I saw so many people destroy with those builds, and I was like, oh my god.
But honestly, if you knew how to like build a deck with synergy back then, you could destroy with anything.
That's true.
Like, the competition was super weak. If they had a tournament, trust me, cards like Delaran Mage had no place in your Druid deck.
Oh, a coin life tap.
My hero.
Oh man, 2 wild growths.
Innervate the other one. Man up.
What would you even do on the next turn if you did so? I guess
Shredder hero power.
No, you had 5 mana.
Oh, just Shredder. That's fine.
Harrison Jones. I wonder if that'll play a key at all.
Nah, I think you just play it as a creature in this matchup.
Because Draxus means you're within combo range, right?
Yeah. Oh, you mean Druid combo range?
Yeah.
I don't think the Ramp Druid does play combo. But once they, like, usually this matchup doesn't go that long. To the point where Jiraxis is the thing that's coming up.
Okay.
And if it does, the Druid has drawn so many cards because of Ancient Allures that Harrison will usually deck you.
Alright.
Alright, he's gonna
Patient
trade.
Assassin.
Oh. Oh.
Wow! That actually is really impactful. That means you can't play the Twilight Drake. What do you think about them apples?
At first I was gonna say how unlucky that is, and then I realized, yeah, you know, it does interrupt Twilight Drake. If only he had some other oversized 4-mana play this turn. Oh, look at that. Handlock's a decent deck, huh?
Oh, look at that.
Is that good? I can't tell.
This game isn't real sometimes. PhoneTap is, he can't believe it. He's like a 5-mana big game hunter. That's as if it got freezing trapped and he played it anyways. His entire hand is red except Sylvanas.
Yeah. Well, once he Shadow Flames that though,
Can't
pretty
even
strong. Ooh, Wild Growth time.
You can't even Black Knight that. It's so funny. All right.
No, you can't. Oh no, you can't. You can't even suicide your guy.
No.
Oh man. Well, this is embarrassing.
More like awkward and awesome. That's the story of my autobiography. Yeah, I guess Wild Growth enables Ysera next turn, right? Because you're expecting this Ancient Award to probably get Siphon Sold or something.
Yeah, you're not expecting it to live.
Jiraxis is 11 mana. You can't even play Jiraxis.
I have no time for games.
Wow. The one time Patient Assassin wasn't the best one, huh? I guess the Spider
Patient
guy.
Assassin would have been sick too, though. You have to admit.
Yeah, absolutely would have. Yeah, Weblord. Just.
Remember the 1 week when everyone tried to make Weblord work in like Miracle Rogue?
And remember when you kept saying it was good, and it was like me, Hyped, and Tides were all saying, no, it's garbage, but everyone played it, and you were like, no, it's good. Forsen got high ranked or something.
Yeah, man.
We were right, man. The Spider guy was always bad. I remember that. I was so
You're
mad.
a hater.
I'm a hater on Spider guy.
Yeah.
I remember Tides replaced the Spider guy and like 2 other cards with 4 Giants in his Miracle Rogue deck, and he's like, oh, it doesn't matter which cards these are. And he won like 5 games in a row on stream with Giant Miracle.
Well,
Yeah.
this might come off as shocking, but you probably know more about Hearthstone than me.
It's close at this point.
Yeah. It shouldn't shock many people to believe that, at least. Yeah. But I do remember that conversation. You're right.
Well,
And I do remember you chastising for calling Trogzor a good card.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Right
ridiculous.
now it's like, why is everyone saying Trogzor is a good card? I think you and Kit Kats both agreed on that. Have we seen Trogzor at all since
No.
like the first week of GVG?
Honestly, he's underplayed. Like, he's playable, but not very. But he should be played. For decks that really want a 7-mana Lothab, he's fine. Like, I played him in Druid.
Yeah, he's kind of like a Prince Gallywix too, in a way, right?
Yeah, exactly. Alright, Hellfire's gonna come down.
He might be dead in the next draw.
Jeez. I mean, yeah, this is the thing.
He still might be dead on the next draw.
Ramp Druid is just so powerful. Like, when you get to this point, you're ahead on mana. It doesn't matter if Handlock is 4 mana, 8/8s.
2 big game hunters.
Because you're playing minions that are just straight up comparable to theirs, and you have BGH in your deck.
Right. And 2 BGHs and a Black Knight.
Yeah. But to be fair, this is a game where he drew BGH on exactly the turn he needed it. He rolled Narrow Bar off of Piloted Shredder. He had a double Wild Growth Innervate draw. Like I said, it's
into
a super...
into a Ysera.
Yeah, into like a casual turn 6 Ysera or whatever it was. But it's like super draw dependent. That's every game with Ramp Druid, because there's so many cards that if you draw it in the right order, the deck is just unbeatable. But if you don't, you're gonna have a bad time.
Shields up.
Alright, well, I think that does it. Now Cole is going to day number 3 to face off against the 6 other players with Ping Ping Ho. It's all about how he wants to do it now.
Alright.
Yeah.
Can we hero power the Sun Fury?
That's not the way to do it, man.
He had one last chance. You hero power the Sun Fury, you play Sarah's Awakening. Well,
that was like a 1 out of 10 on the BM scale. Not even. That's like 0 points. You actually earned nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
Yeah.
So trying not to BM. I was just